Hey everyone! If you're setting up Jenkins and need to offload some jobs to a Windows machine, you're in the right place. In this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to add a Jenkins agent on Windows, from installing Java to connecting the agent to your Jenkins master. It's beginner-friendly and totally hands-on. Let's dive in. To run the Jenkins agent, we need the Java SDK, and in this case, we're using OpenJDK. You can simply Google OpenJDK and download it from the official OpenJDK website. I've already downloaded and unzipped it here, so it's ready to go. If you already have Java installed, you can skip this step. To check whether Java is available on your system, just open a terminal and type java-version. Now that we have Java ready on our Windows machine, it's time to create a new node in Jenkins. This will allow us to download the agent program and connect it to the Jenkins server. To create a new node, make sure you have admin rights in Jenkins. Start by visiting the Manage Jenkins page and click on Nodes. Then, click the New Node button. Give your node an expressive name, something that helps you recognize it easily later. Check the box that says Permanent Agent and click Create to move to the configuration page. The first mandatory field is the remote root directory. This is a folder path on the Windows system where the agent will store Jenkins job data, logs, and temporary files. In this demo, I'm using a simple directory under the C drive. But in a real production setup, it's better to create a dedicated Jenkins user and set a path that's only accessible to that user for better security and separation. Next, we have the Labels field. Labels help Jenkins assign jobs to specific nodes. Since this agent is running on Windows 11, I'll just label it Windows 11. After that, we configure the usage setting. For simplicity, we'll go with the first option. Use this node as much as possible. Now for one of the most important settings, the launch method. This determines how the Jenkins server connects to the agent. There are three options. For our use case, the second option is the best. Launch agent by connecting it to the controller. This means the agent will initiate the connection, and later, the server will maintain it. The other two options, SSH or Docker-based, don't apply here. We're not using Docker, and we don't plan to expose this Windows machine over SSH. Lastly, we have the disk space monitoring option. If you'd like Jenkins to notify you when the agent system is running low on space, go ahead and enable this option. Once all that is set, just click Save to complete the node configuration. Now that the node is configured in Jenkins, you'll notice there's no agent connected yet. You might be wondering, how do we actually connect the Windows machine to this new node? Fortunately, Jenkins makes this super easy. Once you've created the node, Jenkins will display a set of commands you can use to connect the agent. All we have to do is copy and paste those commands into the Windows command prompt. The first step is to download the Jenkins agent package, specifically the agent.jar file. We can use curl to do that. Just copy the provided curl command from Jenkins and run it in your terminal. Once that's downloaded, the next command will launch the agent and connect it to the Jenkins controller using a WebSocket connection. This is a secure and firewall-friendly way to connect the agent to the server without needing SSH or additional ports, and that's it. Head back to Jenkins, refresh the Nodes page, and you should now see your new Windows agent marked as Connected. From here on, Jenkins can assign jobs to this agent based on the labels and configuration we set earlier. The previous connection command can fail if you host Jenkins behind Nginx using reverse proxy. You need to make sure your Nginx configuration for Jenkins supports WebSocket. Check the highlighted lines in my configuration for reference, and especially pay attention to the HTTP proxy version. Change the configuration and restart Nginx. Make sure there is no Nginx errors by checking the logs. The final step is to make sure the agent automatically connects to the Jenkins server at startup, so we don't need to manually run the connect command every time. To achieve that, we can utilize the open source application Windows Server wrapper. Download the binary from the GitHub releases page. According to the manual, we need to rename the binary to our application name, Jenkins Agent in our case, and create an XML configuration file with the same file name. We copy the example XML file from the GitHub repository and modify the command accordingly. Now that the service wrapper is ready, we just need to install the service and start the service from the command prompt. We can verify the Jenkins agent service is indeed running via the Windows Task Manager. You've successfully connected a Windows machine as a Jenkins agent, ready to run builds and take on jobs. I hope this walkthrough made the process easier to follow. If you found it helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, and share it with someone else setting up Jenkins. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.